Good. It's okay, man.
Daddy, is that kiwi juice?
No.
It's
It's kiwi grown folks juice.
I said kiwi juice.
Last night, and they had a dish on Monday or something like that, and the shit is roast chicken in the water. Like, that shit is crazy. Like, how was that even a dish? And it just bounced this week. That shit was fire too. I don't eat watermelon because that is a volunteer food. I don't care what people say.
A volunteer fruit.
The fact that they serve that and chicken wings.
Oh, get that out your mouth. Said directly on the floor? Yeah, get that out your mouth. Yes, yeah. Yeah, I see.
I sliding around the floor.
Yeah, I see.
Sliding. And this, if you want to learn how to slide around the floor, resolution of the
No.
your pennies to learn how to do I slid. Slide. Slide.
So,
I slid.
I see.
I still slide.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Next one when we were down to Penny to the theater which Penny was listening to all me and your songs. And Penny was listening to all of our songs that she knows.
Yeah.
The old one that we never knew. And then
Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida. Today is see who will walk out as champion of the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the ACC, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense takes the field. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl. There's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes. Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 feet. Hard to forget that. Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He'll bring it back. It's Schroeder. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So North Carolina's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Buys a little time.
Jesus, man,
And
he's
he
so
can't
slow.
escape, and down he goes. And the Tar Heels will hustle to the line. Looking for a man. It's Pitts. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, they can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Quickly complete. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
It's so difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that thing. And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Pitts. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separate.
Fires into traffic, picked off.
You got
And
beat
the
up all
offense makes
this
the
down.
tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. It's a draw. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Afterburner's coming. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station, and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows they give them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of those guys that we're seeing playing in the league.
Quick completion to the right. On the move at the 30. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Texas A&M going quickly. Off the RPO, complete. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to throw, it's Pacheco. Finds his big tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies here, and he stopped from getting the first down. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will kneel at the 24, a 34-yarder coming from the right hash. It is good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. And no better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the first down. Got to get more of that going moving forward.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. They'll get down and put a stop for this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Brandon.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. Moving the football, and we got the lead.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. It's caught. Makes the catch and knocked down. This is why quarterbacks get the biggest NIL deals, because they're supposed to make something out of nothing.
You know what? If he took some of that NIL money, Reese, and spent it on more linemen, maybe he has more protection and more time to go through his progression.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy to...
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB.
You can't catch
the goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. One thing I've noticed from talking to coaches about their approach to bowl games is how many of them use it as a springboard for next season. They try to focus on developing some of the new guys, maybe, that have joined them for the bowl practices.
I mean, you get 15-plus extra practices. You start to play and experience more as young guys. The older guys get a little bit more rest. But, yeah, you're building the future. You're building the foundation. You're working on your technique. And you know what? You also get to have some fun. I think that's important for team building, is having fun signature location, doing the different things together to start to build that unity that will make a big difference in the future.
Yeah, there's a saying in college football that your freshman year, when you get to bowl season, you're no longer a freshman. A lot of players grow up, get the extra practices mentally, and from a confidence standpoint, you turn the page. I can remember back to my true freshman year, we were getting ready to play Penn State. We had a lot of NFL talent in my freshman class, and everybody just seemed to grow a foot taller. They were playing with a different intensity level that really paid off for us the next year.
Going up top on first down. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. They'll go hurry up here.
Oh, shoot, I'd be hard.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there. And it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And in my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Pitts. Grabs it in the middle. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it up.
Hey, man.
He's up to 57 yards rushing so far in this one, and he's closing in on 1,200 for the season. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll try to pound their way in.
Jesus,
he pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Trying to bully their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Aggies will boot it away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And they got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time, and that applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half.
Gonna take a shot. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
And he's running in the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Texas A&M going up tempo.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. To the ground with the back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the air, it's Pacheco. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Touchdown, Aggies! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. For this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, that get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Here's the give off the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Pitts. He's right on target. Here comes the hurry up. On second down, wants to throw it. Takes the easy completion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Power football with the run. Open space at the 25. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. The Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down.
Hey, I couldn't get the
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw.
Why you?
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell.
He'll take a shot.
Thank you. Better catch that.
Touchdown, UNC!
How about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Fast motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's in there. 2-point conversion is good and pushes the lead to 5. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I'm going to get the keys to lock
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't get on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Here's the handoff. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. A new set of downs after the completion. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Coming out on first down with the play fake.
Hey.
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Wants to throw. It's Pacheco. Fires left. It's caught downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Aggies are in the hurry-up.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Handoff from the gun.
How did you?
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You've got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten halves to the football, and they've been able to shut him down.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
And that's massive. All the pressure on your defense now. You've made the field goal. You've got to get the ball back. You need one more kick. That's what you need. And so the defense has to be ready to take the field right now, play with intensity, play with energy, and get it back to the offense quickly.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Yes, I passed a strange man to speak. Something good. I just
They want that clock to run.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Out of the gun, they give to the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Tar Heels want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. The Tar Heels are flying down the field.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. To the 15. This defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, running back on the move. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
Watch this.
Quarterback flips it in quickly to the receiver. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And they'll take a knee. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming...
Yes.